I already apologized for the horrible quality as I'm filming this on my forward-facing iPhone camera, but I don't really have a better setup going on right now, so sorry if you end up sticking through this, and if you don't, I understand. So today I'm going to share my experience by going blonde. My hair was previously dark brown, box dyed to almost a black color, and I know a lot of people, a lot of brunettes want to go blonde, especially in the summer, and now that we're in the summertime, I figured some of you might take the plunge, so I figured I'd share my experiences with you. So basically my whole life I've had dark brown hair, and I've always wanted to try being blonde, just for a bit. It's a change up, it's something new, and in the modeling world I've noticed a lot of women have blonde hair, so I figured, it might put me into a different market than I'm currently in, and because I do a lot of swimwear and stuff, so I figured blonde might go better with that. So I just wanted to try it out, especially for the summer. But so basically I'm going to cover a few points. Cost, damage, which I'm sure is one of the main things you're all wondering about, and then just like things that I've noticed from being blonde. So first off, I'll start with cost. My hair, I was lucky. I didn't pay for it because I was supposed to be a hair model for the L'Oreal show for a salon here in Toronto, but then last minute the salon gave the stylist a different model, and I got left out. But you know what? I got my hair done, so I don't care. It's over 12 hours of work and product, so I was lucky. I got it done for free. However, I was just asking about touch-ups, like even just for my roots, because I got a bit of roots coming in already, my dark brown, and I'm looking at around $150 to $200 per touch-up. And a lot of you might think that, oh, that's not a lot of money, that's not a lot of money for going blonde, but when you're doing it like every single month, it is. So that's just part of the complications with it. But for my actual hair, for having this all done, going from almost a black color, would have costed around $1,000, no lie. I asked them how much the value was and what the amount of hours of work, the amount of product, because it was bleached 2 times, toned, and it has 6 different colors in it, believe it or not. But yeah, and it was also done with Olaplex, and I'm not sure if you guys know about Olaplex. I'll give you a little rundown about that later in the damage section, but that bumped up the price like a lot just because you're using Olaplex and it works miracles and not everywhere offers it, and it's a very exclusive product, so they bump up the price because they know they can. So it is expensive to get, it's expensive to maintain, but if you have the extra money below, then like why not? Because I can say I'm loving my blonde hair. I honestly am. I've wanted it for so long, so I'm so happy that I finally got it. And I'm gonna cry when it starts growing out and I can no longer maintain it. But being a full-time student, it's not in my budget to maintain this blonde hair for very long. So I'm gonna keep it for the summer, do some photo shoots with it, and then just dye it over or let it do a natural ombre. Not sure how that's gonna look. It might just look like major rootage for a long time, but we'll see. So then the next aspect is damage. Not gonna lie, as all of you probably know, it is severely damaging to your hair. I had like put like blonde in my bangs before and like done a little peekaboo, the little layers behind, because I've dyed it like blue and stuff. And every time I bleached it, my hair was it was so fried, it felt like hay. And like, I ended up having to chop off like my bangs and chop off everything. And it was a nightmare. So going completely blonde, I was like, I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't want to end up cutting my hair into like a pixie cut. But the salon used Olaplex. So what Olaplex is it's a bond multiplier, and I'm actually a biochemistry student, so I understand the science of it, but I'm not gonna go into it because the whole whatever. Long story short, it protects your hair so that they can take your hair to another level of blonde. Like they can push the limits because of how this protects your hair. So it's an amazing product, and I can honestly tell you, if they didn't use Olaplex in my hair, it just wouldn't have happened. They would have got halfway and they'd be like, no, we cannot, you're not gonna have any hair left. That being said, my hair is extremely dry. I've been using coconut oil in overnight. So let me give you a little insight on this. So my hair, I used to put coconut oil in for like an hour, and it would still be like drenched in oil when I went to wash it and everything. Now, I put Olaplex on, and, I put coconut oil on, and within like 5 minutes, my hair is dry. Like, it's just sucked up all the oil. That's how damaged it is. So honestly, this might sound gross, but I just like have a big tin of virgin coconut oil, because it has to be virgin or else it's not that good for your hair. And I just dip my hair in it, put it in a bun, put it in a shower cap, wrap it in a towel or a t-shirt, and I sleep on it. And on those days, my hair is a lot nicer when I wake up and like wash it in the morning. Obviously, I'm not gonna go to school with coconut oil in my hair. So I found that that has been helping a lot too. And then what I've been doing is I've actually been using a pre-shampoo that just came out from Tresemme. I usually don't lean towards drugstore products because they have sulfates and stuff in it, and which we all know is very damaging. But I found this pre-shampoo from Tresemme, and basically you just put this in your hair first, and then you condition it. And then you wash it. That's what most people do, because the whole point is so that it doesn't weigh down your hair. But for me, I use it as kind of like a protecting thing. So I do that, and then I shampoo, and then I still condition, and my hair, it's still dry, as you can see from the ends. So it hasn't weighed down my hair at all. It's still poofy, as you can see. So I do that because it gives me like some protection, and it gives me extra moisture. So I found that that makes a huge difference. And then for my normal shampoo and conditioner, I just use stuff sulfate free, and like with as much oil extracts in as possible. But then once a week, just to like keep any brassiness out and to revive my color, I use a light blue shade line of shampoo and conditioner. I live in Canada, so I got these at Shoppers Drug Mart. Any purple shampoo really does the job. It's really purple though, so sometimes it gets stuck in my part and I have to like pick it out with my nails. So that's kind of not fun, but it works. It honestly keeps my hair looking not yellow and dull and bleh. So those are good. I definitely recommend getting those if you're gonna go blonde. They're not the most moisturizing, so usually after those I put in a leave-in mask that I leave in for like 10-15 minutes. And then when my hair is damp, and then again when it's dry and whenever it needs touch-ups, this is my miracle product. I have used all types of hair oils and hair serums in this hair, and nothing has done the job except for this from John Frieda. It's the Sheer Blonde High Impact Restoring Oil Elixir. It mends and revives over-processed blonde, and it's not lying. It really does. Like, my hair gets shiny, it gets nice, it gets soft, it controls the frizz, it doesn't look so dry and crispy at the ends. And usually when I straighten and curl my hair with this, which I don't do, I only do it for photo shoots, it's like, it looks crunchy almost and like Barbie hair. So I put this, I put like 2 pumps for like 1 section, and that's excessive for most people, but again, my hair is so dry that it's whatever. So I put 2 pumps in, and then I'll straighten it or curl it, and my hair, I'm not kidding, it's shiny, it's glossy, it looks photoshopped. So that stuff has been a lifesaver for me. And then the last thing I want to talk about is living as a blonde. Things I've noticed. Guys have tend to be, sorry if there's any guys watching this, although I doubt you are. Guys have been a lot piggier, if that's even a word. I normally have guys come up and talk to me, but they do it in like a respectful way. Like, oh, you know, what's going on? You're really beautiful. I like your eye. Like stuff like that. Like, you know, whatever, in a nice, polite way or a flattering way. I've noticed ever since going blonde, and I don't know why, maybe men have this like perception of blondes that like we don't want to be treated like human beings and we don't want to be flattered, but it's like just obnoxious things, like guys coming up to me, licking their lips and looking at me and like grunting. I've had guys grunt at me, but it's all things like, oh, you know, like, you're sexy, can I get your number? And like just really bad, cheesy pickup lines that some of them are actually raunchy and disgusting. And it's just like, why? Like, I was brunette and I got respect, and I'm blonde and all of a sudden I'm a piece of meat. Like, that's one thing I have really noticed since going blonde, and that's not cool. Like, I feel bad for girls who are naturally blonde and have this their whole life. Like, I hope men don't treat you guys like you're meat the whole time too, because I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you, because I've only been blonde for like 2 months, and it's already getting like out of hand and annoying, and it's just like, ugh. I don't know what else to say about it. And I've stopped using heat on my hair. I never blow dried before. I always air dried, so that's fine. But I stopped curling and straightening my hair because, again, I want to try to keep it nice. And when I go to photo shoots, they often, like photo shoots and fashion shows, they don't really, like the hairstylists, a lot of time they don't really care. I hate to say that, but they don't care. You're just another head that they have to rush through out of millions of girls under so much stress, but they don't use heat protectants, they don't use oils, they put in a bunch of like hairspray and gel, they back comb it. So I pamper my hair because I know that they're not gonna treat it that well because it's not their own hair, so they don't care. So I often just leave my hair like this, natural. And then another thing I've noticed is makeup. Makeup has been completely different since I have been a blonde. Normally my eyebrows are like super, super dark, which they look dark right now for blonde hair, but that's also partially because of the lighting. But my eyebrows are usually normally very, very dark. And I fill them in with like a pomade from Anastasia Beverly Hills. So now I've been, so now I've been using like a very light hand with a blonde, like, it's like a mascara, brow gel thing. And the colors I've been using on my lips and my eyes have been different too. Like I find with brown hair, you can get away with like a lot of peachy pinks. And with blonde, I find it just makes me look very washed out, which I know it's the opposite because a lot of blondes look good with light pink, but not me. Also my smoky eyes, I've had to tone them down a bit, and I usually wear like an intense smoky eye because I love it. It was part of my look, and you know, half the time when I'd work with photographers, give me your heavy smoky eye. But now, as a blonde, I feel like it doesn't work as much, so that's another thing I've had to adjust to. And I've been using a lot more bronzer because since it's not really summer out here in Canada, so without bronzer and having blonde hair and like really white skin, I just look sick and unhealthy and completely washed out. So I've been using a lot of bronzer and blush lately just to add some life to me, and it makes a world of difference. However, I find I don't have to wear foundation as much. I don't know what it is, but with my dark hair, I used to have to wear foundation to even out my skin because my skin is very uneven and has acne scars and redness. And you could really notice that with my brown hair, but with my blonde hair, you're not noticing it. Like I have a few breakouts from a photo shoot that I did on Sunday. The makeup artist was nightmare, just the worst, unhygienic, no idea what she was doing, worst products, just I don't even want to get into that. So she gave me this nice little breakout here, but I'm not wearing any foundation. I'm just wearing blush and bronzer, and I have my eyes and eyebrows done. And I feel better without a full face of makeup as a blonde. So that's something that surprised me. Pretty much as long as I have bronzer, I'm good to go. So that's been nice. It's been cutting down my morning routine a bit. So yeah, that's all that I have to share for now. Hopefully this gave you guys some insight if you're planning on taking the plunge this summer. So long story short, I highly recommend it if you have the money to blow and you want to spend it and you feel like this is something you've wanted to do for a while, then go ahead for it. I like it. I don't know how to explain it, but like I feel more bubbly and stuff like that, and I just feel like it suits me better than my brown hair. So thank you for watching. I hope that I've helped you, and I will release some more videos soon about beauty and all that other fun stuff. So thanks.